guys, for my first video of this new year, I would like to share with you all a new online course that I just finished working on. And this is a completely free course that is designed to take somebody who basically knows absolutely nothing about music or piano and essentially onboard them into the world of music. And this course is also supposed to be a helpful refresher or review for folks who have studied a while ago and have pretty much forgotten everything. So I'm going to flip over to my iPad screen here, and I'm going to show you what's in the course. So right here we have the content. So first, actually, let me back up for a second. This is a video course. It's got like 2.5 hours of video footage, and it's like 17 videos or something like that. And I didn't really cut any corners. Like I really planned this. This is a really well thought out thing that took a while to make, and it is definitely going to be a huge time and frustration saver for you because it presents a bunch of concepts that you need to know in a very logical way, basically in the form of a bunch of lessons, and it lets you practice isolating the different forms of reading. Okay, so let me get back to my screen here. So it's arranged in 3 modules. The first module focuses on pitch and note identification. And for this module, I send you to the musictheory.net website where I have created a bunch of customized exercises to basically control like what parts of the staff you're exposed to at once and let you practice in hopefully a much more successful way than you would if you were just starting with everything. And of course, we end with the grand staff. And then for the second module, we focus on obviously simple time signatures like 2, 3, and 4. And we also talk about half notes, whole notes, and quarter notes, like basic note values, and we learn how to count out loud. And we also practice some rhythm drills. I actually created some rhythm drills, like sheet music, that I'll be including as part of this course, and I can show you that in just a second. And then the final module, we orient ourselves to the piano. And so this is where we basically learn how the piano is laid out and why it is laid out the way it is. And we practice more reading exercises where we connect notes from the grand staff to the piano. And then we learn about basic piano technique, and we learn a few pentascale exercises and variations. And these are also things that I created for the course. And I'm actually going to show you that real quick. So let me do the rhythm drills. Here's a little bit of what the rhythm drills look like. Right now it's 4 pages. We have a page for 2 time, and then 3, and then 4, and then we have mixed. And you're supposed to clap and count on these, or you're supposed to use a single note on the piano. And the basic idea here is to isolate the rhythm from the pitch so that you don't have to focus on both at once. Okay? And you would have done this after doing the first module where you learned about pitch. Okay? So you would have done many exercises drilling pitch. So this is drilling rhythm. And then in the third module, oops, let me go here. That's where we wanted to go. In the third module, we do, we learn about the piano, we learn about piano technique, and then we, instead of like reading some hot cross buns equivalent of some like really, really easy music, I just let you work on an exercise that's going to be helpful because most beginner music uses pentascales and triads and things like that, right? So we just use our reading skills to learn some technique. And that way, the music that we're exposed to is kind of an open book. Like we haven't really seen our first pieces yet, but we're ready to, right? You're ready to hopefully move into something like Mikrokosmos Book 1, or maybe the Masterwork Classics Book 1 to 2, or some kind of easy repertoire book, or a method where you'll really be able to fly right through the piano method, whatever method you choose, if you had this education presented in this way. And you might find that a method is not necessary, which is kind of my goal here because I'm always looking to shorten the beginner process. So back to the pentascales, we have a couple of different variations. Like I do a little bit of contrary form of them just to be creative and practice this idea of varying exercises because that's a really helpful practice strategy. And then we do it in a different position. So that's what that looks like. So this is music that I actually created for the course, and you get this as part of the course, you get the rhythm drills, and you pretty much get everything. Like all you need is an email address to sign up for the course, and then you can access all of the videos and basically experience the whole thing. Let me show you one last thing. I just wanted to show you what it looks like from the inside of the course. So once you actually sign up for it, you'll be taken to this screen. And so you can see here on the index, you can see all of the little things, like all of the little presentations are videos. So if I click around here, you can see some of the things that we cover. Like in this one, we cover the bass clef, lines and spaces and all of that stuff. I'll pick another one here. We learned about measures. I'm using musictheory.net for some of the presentations because those animated presentations are actually extremely helpful, and I'm just adding my commentary to them and making sure that you're not missing anything. And I give you some examples. I do a lot of drawing for you. And then finally, to wrap it up, we do keyboard stuff. And then when we actually start working on the pentascales, I do walk you through every single one of them. Just in case the reading is a little too advanced by this point, that's totally okay. I was totally aware of that when I created this course. And I knew that when you saw these pentascales and all of the other like reading exercises that you're doing, like this is your first exposure to music, or at least I'm planning as if this is your first entry into sheet music. So I walk you through every exercise. I basically show you how to play it and how to count it and do all of the important pianistic things that you're supposed to do. Okay, so if you are interested in this course, I will include a link in the video description below, and you can go there and sign up. And of course, you don't have to pay anything. And I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you in the next video.